Good designs disappear. Good swings go unnoticed. This is a special 5-part journey where we invited India's leading architects to step away from their studios and join us on the show. In their elegance lies the power.
I'll start with golf because golf is what has brought us together here right now. So golf is about kinetics of movement and flow. Okay, and design and architecture is the kinetics of a creative thought process and creative thought process and emotion. Most important thing, the emotion guides the design from some point, some place or the other. Those are fleeting moments, and those are the best moments that come when you're completely one with the environment. Because when you play golf, you're completely aware of your environment, everything around you, the trees, the water, the grass, the stones, the rock, everything. And then you have a target, and there's some point where everything converges together, and then there's a point of thoughtlessness, almost like when you're doing when you have a pencil in your hand and you're just sketching out something. There's a moment of thoughtlessness, and then you get that eureka moment. And those eureka moments that also happen with a swing, and the ball goes flying, and I just hope that it happens again and again. It's so big. It's difficult, yeah, but you keep hoping. When it comes to design, when you're starting on a new project or a new scheme, there's so many ideas that you have on the paper, and then you keep sketching, and someone brings in another idea or two, and then you start distilling them. And you distill all those ideas to a point where you think you just want to bring it down to a certain level of minimalism. And that, I think, simplicity goes along with restraint. It's also, and finally the product will be, the design or the product or the end product will be good when you take out all the redundancies. And it's so focused. And the same thing, there's a lot of temptations all the time to bring in this element and that element and let's go overboard. And but you just have to resist those temptations, and that's restraint. And I think the same thing happens with a golf swing, right? When you're learning, when you're on the practice range, you sometimes take an overswing, or sometimes you try to compress the ball too much, or you overthink too much, or you do all kinds of nonsense at times. But finally, you just have to let go of all the redundancies and bring it down to basic minimum body movements. So, yeah, whether it's the backswing or the follow-through, it just has to follow the clean, semicircular, simplified, body movement. Yeah, so that's what we try to achieve as much as possible. I think elegance is very subjective, don't you think? Because what might just feel very elegant to me, it's also perspective. People say elegance, people say understated elegance, people say sophisticated. It's what you are trying to bring forward using a very few words and convey the message. And in design, it would also be conveying the message in with a certain level of minimalism. I think we covered this earlier when I was talking about simplicity. Restraint and simplicity go hand in hand. When it comes to my work, the designs that we have done, it's right from a good concept to finishing the project at site. There's always temptations on the way. It could be anything, you have the basic drawings, the concept, the basic drawings, you've developed it, and then you get a certain idea and you can tend to go overboard with it. You might want to bring in new forms and new shapes into your design. But you just have to, or even colors, textures. There's so much out there that you get influenced by. But then you say, hey, look, I need to go back to my fundamentals. Why did I start that? What was my vision? And I stick to that as much as possible.
Simplicity is the signature of mastery in design, in golf, and in life.